What's good with you, man? So I was walking down the street one day, and there was this Mexican lady, and she had her daughter with her. Her daughter was like a little bit older. I mean, maybe about 12, but she was like taller than the mom. You know what I'm saying? So I'm walking towards them. They walking towards me. We going across a bridge, right? Instead of just crossing the bridge, me moving over and they move over, we just share the lane. She grabbed her daughter by the hand and go across the street. Like, soon as she seen that we was about to get close to each other, she grabbed her daughter and went across the street. And I'm like, man, that's dirty, man. Because, like, I'm in the South, and a lot of that happens. Like, a lot of the Mexican people just don't like black people, like, at all. I don't know if they was just taught that the same way that a lot of people was taught it before they came into the inner America. Like, they from Mexico, South America, right? That's what they say. Still America, but so they come up and they all still look down on us, you know what I'm saying? But what I found out about them is they are called mestizos. And they're actually three races put together: black, white, and Asian. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought about, I was like, let me look up if a Asian man was to mess with a black woman. And this is what I found. Boom. So this is what I found. It looked like a Mexican person, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, they could not possibly be the Indians of America if that's the case, right? If we know that the Asian people, they came over, not conquered, but they came over here first. They came over first. You know what I'm saying? And then this is like the offspring of what happened, you know what I'm saying, after people was coming, because after that. Okay, think about this. From China to Los Angeles is a 14-day boat trip. So you can see where that happened. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, if they were really to come from that area, you see what I'm saying? But just to look at the image, I'm sorry. Man, my phone, I don't know what it is, man. I can't stand this phone, man. But anyway, yeah. But like I say, man, it looked like a Hispanic person to me. Just like the Puerto Ricans, they mix with black. Like, it's three root races. It's the Mongolian, the white, and then the black. So anything that fall in between, fall in between. So if this is the case, right? If these are the people that's supposed to be the Native Americans, native actually mean if you was just born here. If you was born in America, you are a native of America. So anybody could be that. So you can't say the indigenous, right? Now you see this image and you see the Cherokee National Executive Branch. This is a person that's like up there with the Cherokees, right? He's supposed to be a Cherokee Indian, but what he look like? He's Asian, right? I just explained that the Asians came in and they did what they did over here. They interbred, conquered maybe. Who knows? But we can see what's taking place, right? We can see who was actually on the land. It was us. Iron Eyes Cody, he got a lot of credit for being an Indian, but he was actually from Sicily. He's known as the Crying Indian. This is what they do. They need all the foreigners to come in, because when the foreigners come in, they become a basic slave. They want to be the slave because they want to work for the system. See, what they learned is the people that's already here, the black people, we tired of it. So therefore, now you reaching out let's go get these people. Y'all come over. Y'all come over here. Y'all come. Is everybody get to come over here and they get a leg up, whether it's education or they get to own a business, easy, no taxes, whatever it is. That's the case. Just think about what I'm saying. And again, there you go. Like when you go back into the pictures and you look up Indian, this is what you get. You get images like this, right? I just explained to you what an Indian was. I mean, what those a Mexican is three different races put together. So what do you see here? What you see? You see the Asian man, and you see the woman. Can't you tell she mixed with white? I mean, this was what was happening. It was a whole bunch of interbreeding going on. A lot of people being able to be what they wanted to be, but a lot of people want what they was portraying. You know what I'm saying? Being the people that was at home. Just imagine if you came from somewhere and if you won't trying to war with them, you try to be friends with them and you take their customs on. Y'all would learn from each other, but you would end up trying to be more like them because let's just be like we are the trendsetters. Like, let's just be real. I mean, I'm not going to just beat around the bush. Like, whatever we do, everybody else kind of does. You see what I'm saying? So we are the trendsetters of society versus the evil forces over top of everything that's just jumping off on us. You know what I'm saying? All the influences and the demonic energies and things. You know what I'm saying? But hold on. This man right here, he want us to come back home. He said, come back home to Ghana. This is the Ghanaian president. Now, keep in mind, the first president of Liberia was born in Virginia. He was born in Virginia. I was about to say North Carolina. I'm tripping. He was born in Virginia. And he was the first Liberian president in Liberia, right? So I was trying to explain how they was sending us over there. You know what I'm saying? People was willingly going. Some people probably got just sent over on that humbug. You know what I'm saying? Like the slave trade was a slave trade. You traded people depending on what they could do. So you got people that could do cotton. Then you got somebody that could do sugar cane. It's just like my great-great-grandmother came over and she was a sugar cane slave. You know what I'm saying? Worked on a plantation doing sugar cane. You see what I'm saying? But this dude right here, he's asking for black people to come home. But their ancestors actually came from South America. Speak the same language and stuff. You can look it up on YouTube. It was a guy that went from Ghana. He went over there to see them. He went over there to meet his ancient ancestors. And they was in South America. You see what I'm saying? These people trying to fool us, man. They want to get us off this land so bad. Everything is about trying to get us over there. You got all these slave movies. They got slave movies up their ass, man. Every time that any black person get the thought that he might be from here or be Indian or have it in them or anything, they come up with ancestry tests and then they'll come up with slavery movies. They come up with all this shit, but nobody ain't paying attention to it. It's like at this point, it's like, do black people want to be stole from Africa? Like, is that a thing? Like, you need to be conquered in that sense? Like somebody come steal 1,000,000 people from somewhere and y'all just sitting there chilling? Like, come on, man. That's weak. Y'all must have thought I was playing when I said they were sending us over there to Africa, right? The American Colonization Society, ACS, was formed in 1817 to send free African Americans to Africa as an alternative to emancipation in the United States. Come on now. To send free African Americans. So they was just sending the people that was here. They was like, y'all want to go over there? Yeah, go ahead, go over there. Yeah, it's too many of y'all over here. Benjamin Franklin said it. In his letter, he was like, why are y'all sending so many black people to America? What's happening? It was enough of them here already. But then in this, you see right here, this is 1822. They were sending black people over there to Africa, Liberia, other places. So if you go to one place, you don't think you're going to go to another? I mean, it's a whole continent. You don't think you're going to go around the continent or spread through it? I mean, come on. Then what I found was crazy, man. I just thought about Turks and Caicos, right? So you know the Turks are our people. And then they say in Caicos, you know what I'm saying? So I was thinking they say Caicos means a string of islands. So they say Christopher Columbus hit the islands first, right? And he was the one that went through these islands and did whatever. But it's just kind of weird, man. These people, it say Turks and Caicos natives are called belongers. And this is the image that they show you. This the image they show you. The belongers. The people that was already there. The belongers. But if you take over an island, if you take over all these places as pirates or whatever you're doing, you're not going to name it after these people. You're going to name it after yourself, right? So I thought about Turks. You know, the Turks. And then Caicos. If you think about it now, Caicos, to me, it kind of go to Caucasus because, you know, it was no letter U back in those days. Maybe I'm reaching, but I'm going by history and like how the pirates came in and did what they did, right? And then it got me to thinking about a whole bunch of different stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because you know I be reaching, man. I be Inspector Gadget reaching at times. I ain't gonna lie. But we know the Turks. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you the Turks. Let me show you the Turks real quick. But you see who the people are, the belongers, the people that's supposed to be there, that belong there. They're showing you that. Now, this is an example of the Turks. This is an example of what those people look like, right? You know who that is. We know who that is. This is another thing I found crazy right here. You know, who was the first African American born in America is what I had up there. But it says William Tucker, born 1624, was born to two of the first African in Virginia who landed in Jamestown Colony before his birth. Okay? He was the first African American that was born in the British colonies that later became the United States. So, when the last time you heard of an African person coming over with the name William Tucker? Let's just be real. When you hear African name, you hearing Belawatufe. You hearing Kunta Kinte. You not hearing William Tucker. Why is it William Tucker, man? I mean, we got to start thinking, man. These people done duped us, man. They got us real good, man. Now, for one, this it's a lie. He's not African American. I'm stuttering and shit. He's not an African, man. He's actually from Europe or something, man. It's William Tucker, man. Just think about it. Landed in Jamestown. Jamestown was named after King James. James Town. When those people was taking over shit, they named it after themselves. You see what I'm saying? But they want to say he's an African American. No, William Tucker was a black person from Europe, probably. That's the case. This is how they always try to confuse people, you know what I'm saying? Like, to make us have to be from sub-Saharan Africa. I don't even know what sub-Saharan mean. I've never tried to figure it out because from the beginning I knew it was bullshit. Now check this out. This was real funny, like in the movie Boats and Hoes on Step Brothers. But it's like an admission of guilt too. It's real funny because the thing they have to do is tell on themselves. They got to tell on themselves because it's like they don't want karma to hit them. It's gonna hit them, but they think if they tell everything first. You ever notice, like, if you watch the cartoons when you was a kid, like, let's say He-Man get caught by Skeletor. Skeletor, he don't kill He-Man. He'll tell He-Man everything he gonna do first, and then He-Man can escape. You see what I'm saying? That's like how this shit works. But no, not like it's like cartoon or, but you know what I'm saying? You feel me? I know y'all feel me. But check this out. So in the song Boats and Hoes, so in the movie, these two dudes is on their dad's boat and they go out and wreck the boat and shit. You know what I'm saying? These some reckless ass kids and they actually old as hell. They like over 40. But look, check it out. Listen to the lyrics on this song. The Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria. We know that's from Christopher Columbus, right? All those people that was coming over at that time, that was the boats that they was bringing over. You know who was here, right? It was us. That's why this is a rap song in the show, in the movie. It's a rap song. It's a slap in the face, but we might not notice it, but it's a funny ass skit, but it's a slap in the face to the black people. They telling you what the fuck they did. I'll do you in the bottom while I'm drinking sangria. Okay, that's what they was doing on that boat because think about when they brought those boats over, it was mostly men, if not nothing but men. So if you own a boat for months and months, imagine what type of jailhouse penitentiary shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Just think about it. And then think about what happens when you hit the main land. If you horny, if you trying to find, imagine seeing some fine woman and you know that you are already a convict because that's what Christopher Columbus them was. They was convicts. All of them was convicts that came over with him. That was the only people that came. So imagine a boat full of criminals and then you drop on the land and you see all these fine women. What you gonna do? You gonna ask them on a date? No, that ain't what they were doing. So nachos, lemon heads on my dad's boat. Okay? Nachos, reference for Mexicans. Lemon heads, reference for the Asian people. On his dad's boat. Now this is a Jewish man, a white Jewish man speaking, right? And then he goes on to say he won't go down because it can't float. You know what I'm saying? This is the humor behind it because they got to make you laugh at yourself. They laughing at you and you laughing at yourself too. It says, we sail around the world from port to port, go port to port. Every time I come, I produce a quart. I hate to even say it, but they telling you what they doing. Sail around the world from port to port. These is pirates, man. These are pirates. The Barbary. Okay? Um, put on your life vest. Let's drop the anchor. Huh? Let's drop the anchor. That means they found a spot, right? There's a nice lady. Whore. The reason they're saying whore is because these people are going in there and they taking these women. So, you know what I'm saying? Whore is an easy way to make it like these ladies is giving it to them. No, that ain't it. I'd like to swank her. Okay. And then it goes on to the boats and hoes again. Now, when you think of this type of stuff, you got to think about those movies that you watch. What was that movie with the real feminine pirate guy? I forgot who was played by whatever, but you know what I'm saying? The reason he was so Pirates of the Caribbean. The reason he was so feminine is because look at how the situation happened, how it unfolded. You came over with a boat of criminals, basically a jailhouse boat, and then what you do? You came over here to America. You had to wait all that time. So you know what happened on the boat. I'm trying to tell you. Then they get over to America. So imagine what they did to the men and the women. I said the women. Shit. All right, so it go. Deadliest catch without the crabs. We almost out of gas. Called the Arabs. You know what I'm saying? I ain't read too much into it. You know what I'm saying? You know, the gas situation or whatever. But I'm a pussy pirate. My name is Jack Sparrow. I take off your pants so you can see my flesh arrow. So a arrow, Indian. So they telling you what they doing. He's telling you. He's telling you they came over here and they was just going crazy, man. Boats and hoes, man. That's what they was about, man. They was on that boat and they came around trying to find riches. And in the meantime, they was just doing whatever they wanted to the people. Then what it say? Make sure to wax. Use your mom's nair. Be amazed when whatever. I ain't gonna do that. Pull up the anchor. We're leaving dry land. Get below deck with a. So that sounds like some more homo stuff. You know what I'm saying? Why they talking to each other like that? Get below deck and do that. Why would you even mention a situation like that to be truthful? You know what I'm saying? But like I say, when you watch that movie Pirates of the Caribbean, the main character was the most flamboyant feminine person. I mean, completely. All right. Anchors away, shiver me timbers. That's from Long John Long John Smith or some shit. First of all, his name is Long John. That's a no-no. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about pirates and you got a pirate named Long John, come on now. That's just only solidify what I'm trying to tell you. His name is Long John. And these dudes on boats and hoes is telling you what they were doing back in the days, man. You know what I'm saying? That's weird. It's weird, man. Anchors away, shiver me timbers. We like the F ladies with our limbers. You know what I'm saying? All they talking about is going around and having sex. That's like the main point of the song, right? In the movie, it's supposed to be cool, you know what I'm saying? Because they stole their dad's boat and they made a music video, a rap song. But this whole song is about black people because you wouldn't make a rap song unless it was about the black people. You have no reason to. We always getting clowned on everything. They love to do this to us. They love to mock us. But on this one, boats and hoes. On his dad's boat, on their dad boat, they go around and do all these things, right? It's really weird, man. But love me hookers with a big curvy and no lemons and limes, so contracted scurvy. Scurvy, that's a disease that they was catching back in those days. You know what I'm saying? It was from being like malnourished and stuff, hungry. Like these people was coming in on boats and they was like starving, so they needed people to take care of them when they hit the land because they ain't know what to do on the land because it's not yours. So what else could you do besides rely on the people and then try to overtake them as a snake would? You know, drop the anchor, give that hoe a shout. You see what they was thinking the whole time? They thinking, bro, we going over here, we finna get all the damn girls. We gonna take all these ladies, we finna do whatever we wanna do to them. And then you know the ones that's in the closet was sitting back like, man, we gonna get all the guys. I mean, for real, the one because on that boat, I'm telling you, it was a penitentiary boat, man. They was having a penitentiary boat. I'm trying to tell you, I'm sorry, my phone keep going out, man. Cause I'm using my compass to find that nappy dugout. That's what it say. They trying to find the compass to find the nappy dugout. That's some of them, like I just told you. But yeah, man, you gotta just pay attention. When you watch movies and stuff, pay attention to what they're saying, man. Sometimes don't laugh as hard. Listen to what they're saying because they'll make you laugh at yourself. They love to make you laugh at yourself. I found out that ancient Egypt was called Tamari. Then you could go look on the map and find out Tamari. Put Tamari in your phone with America with a T. Tamarica. We already know this Egypt. Egypt is bondage. Mizraim would be the name more or less, or Tamari. But these people always want to make you think, go to Egypt over there because they've been sending all our artifacts that they find over here, over there. They got us looking at these people like that ain't us. Like all these people on the artifacts, they chip off the nose, act like it ain't even us. I just told you. I just explained to you. The people that we call Mexicans, the people that's down in South America right now, that's telling you today the old mixed Aztecs, all these people, how? You was made from 3 different lineages of people, like the white, the black, and the Asian, the Mongolian, created the Mexican. So how are you indigenous to somewhere? No, you was formed there. But these people ain't gonna talk about it. They gonna stand in your face and act like that's they shit. But yeah, I digress. I'll get back.